Welcome to the Study Abroad Week 2020 France Information Session. Students who wish to study abroad in France may study abroad in Angers or in Paris. Approximately 10 to 15 students study abroad in Angers per semester, whereas 2 to 4 students study abroad in Paris. Students may also opt to do one semester in Angers and the next semester in Paris, or vice versa. Students who study abroad in France and Angers directly enroll into a host university. In Paris, however, while students directly enroll into a Parisian university, we also have French students who will choose to study abroad here in South Bend. Regardless of the Angers or the Paris program, students are enrolled into a university with on-site support staff that is also available to the undergraduate students of the French university. Special considerations include the following. The Angers program is a very specific language school with homestays. This is very important for language and cultural acquisition purposes. Eligibility includes French language. Depending on the program in Angers or in Paris, there is a French language requirement that will vary. In Paris, at Sciences Po, there is a 3.5 minimum GPA. This program is also only for social science majors. A visa is required of all students. This is something that as a program director, I will walk through with you every step of the way. Program calendar. So depending on the program you go to, you can expect to start in the fall between August and September, and all the way through December. In the spring, you may start in January or February and go through till May or June. In Angers, students may study abroad at Université Catholique de l'Ouest, or UCO, specifically in the CDEF program. This program is very specific to language and culture acquisition. This is open to French majors or supplemental majors, international economics and Romance language majors, but really any major will work as there are many university requirements. We recommend a minimum of one semester of French, but highly recommend to reach an intermediate high level. All classes are taught in French. Students are placed in their classes based on their level of proficiency in the French language. In Paris, students will study at Institut d'études politiques de Paris, Sciences Po. This program is for social sciences students and requires a minimum of 5 semesters of French. High proficiency is needed to be successful in this program. All of the courses are taught in French, and there might be some flexibility to have one course in English. This is a quick glance at the candidate profile. So as you consider France as your destination to study abroad, you'll want to pay attention to some of the differences in the requirements for the different programs. Students who want to study in Angers have two options. They can study at CDEF in the Language and Culture School, or if they choose to do the Angers Advanced track, you have to have a minimum of 5 semesters of French, and you can direct enroll into the French university, not in the language school. Again, a 3.0 is preferred for Angers, whereas in Sciences Po it's a 3.5. Sciences Po is open to juniors only, whereas Angers has the flexibility for sophomores as well as juniors. For the Angers program, we really want students that demonstrate flexibility and a willingness to immerse into the French culture. In Sciences Po, we are looking for students with exceptional emotional maturity and a high aptitude for adapting to new environments. The Sciences Po program in Paris is great for students who are independent and self-starters and who are ready to take on Paris. Housing and meals. In Angers, students live with host families that are carefully selected by the on-site program staff. This program is really great for language acquisition, and staying with a homestay is a huge key part of that, as this will allow students to fully immerse into the host language and culture. In Paris, students will live in a dorm-like environment. If a student has particular needs, an apartment may also be possible. Meals. In Angers, students will have continental breakfast and 3 dinners with their host family, as well as 1 lunch per week. In Angers and in Paris, students will have access to university cafeterias. If students live on campus, they'll have access to small kitchenettes where they can cook their own meals. Regardless of where you live, with a host family or in a dorm, you will receive a living allowance. This stipend will help defray the costs of meals. If you're interested in France, please apply by November 1st. I highly encourage students to visit studyabroad.nd.edu for more information about the programs. My name is Sam, and I can be reached at sjuarez@nd.edu. Again, I highly encourage students to visit us online at studyabroad.nd.edu. I also highly encourage students to visit us via social media. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. This is a great opportunity for students to see the most updated information about our programs and hear from students directly about their study abroad experiences. Thank you for joining us today.